What is up, guys? This is What is Hip, and I am going to be bringing you Skanes Elite versus Gamers University, and this is for the GosuLeague Division number 2. And Skanes Elite just came off of a very long game against Mouse Sports, where they ended up losing to a very farmed black. He had a Heart, BKB, Manta, Battle Fury, and Heart. So they ended up losing that game in the end, but had a really great play, and they were down from the beginning. It looked like they weren't gonna make it, and then they almost turned it around. So far we have Gamers University. It's a team from Denmark, and they have banned out the Naga Siren as well as the Darkseer. Skanes Elite banning out the Lycanthrope as well as the Tidehunter. This is X-Infused. The Swedish team, Wagamama, becoming a pretty popular streamer these days. If you guys want to watch a really great educational stream, I would highly suggest going to check out Wagamama's stream. He does a really nice job and is really nice. And they ban out the Morphling as their last ban. A lot of teams not wanting to deal with the Morphling recently. I mean, he's extremely strong. We saw a huge nerf in 6.75 for him. He is much weaker in the laning phase now. His ability to carry is not really diminished. Just the beginning. The reason he's so unstoppable is because you can afford to put a hard carry mid, and it's a strong lane. He can win that lane against a lot of people. And it really frees up your other lanes. You can have really strong dual lanes without carries in them to make sure you win those as well. And Wisp going to be the last ban. Looks like Gamers University has done their research here. Skanes Elite absolutely love using Wisp, especially in combination with heroes like Chaos Knight as well as Ursa. And watching Skanes Elite play Ursa is really exciting because they seem to do a really good job with Wisp. It's not that hard and not inconceivable to do extremely well, extremely quickly. And we'll have to see their first pick. Their first pick is going to be Rubik, and the next two pickups here for Gamers University will sort of shape up their lineup. Rubik is a great first pick. He's extremely versatile. He can go in just about any lane and pretty much excel. He's a strong mid hero. He's a great support, and he can even long lane if you are very careful and use Fade Bolt. Use Fade Bolt a lot, I should say. And I don't know too much about Gamers University's playstyle, so we'll have to see what kind of picks they come up with. Leshrac going to be their first pick.
5 seconds remaining.
And Chen going to be the next one. So far, they have very standard picks. In your first 3 picks, you kind of want to keep everything as discreet as possible. You don't want the opponent to be able to hard ban out what you're doing. So it's very important to keep them guessing. And picking in general, you want to make sure that your lanes are not too easily defined. And Skanes Elite going to pick up Templar Assassin for Wagamama. Wagamama loves that hero. I mean, there's not really a reason not to love Templar Assassin. He's an extremely strong mid. My only worry here is they picked him up kind of early. There's definitely going to be some room for Gamers University to pick up a Venomancer or something along those lines, someone with a lot of damage over time to be able to deal with Refraction. Tinker's becoming a pretty popular choice. He's not nearly as popular in the European scene. We see him a lot more in the North American Dota scene. Teams like EG will play him and ban him quite regularly, and they're definitely pretty afraid of that guy, but we'll have to see where they go. Skanes Elite going to pick up the Enigma as well. This is an extremely strong hero, and now they have pretty open lanes still. Rubik couldn't still go in that long lane or support whoever they pick up for their hard carry. Templar Assassin definitely going to be in that mid lane, and we're going to have Enigma in the jungle. He also has the option of going in the suicide lane. Both could happen. Enigma does pretty well in both of those. It's not really restricted, but he is an extremely strong jungler. One of the quickest and most effective in the game.
5 seconds remaining.
And the last pickup for Gamers University before we head into the bans, could be anyone, but I'm looking forward to 6.75 coming through, I have to say. I'm excited to see the ban switched around, although it could be a little weird because you're going to be banning a lot more supports, I think. First round you'll pick carry, semi-carry, and off lane, and then after that you only have supports left, so 3 bans for that seems a little bizarre. And there's the Venomancer pickup. Gainers University is what I was talking about with damage over time. So the problem, Templar Assassin is doesn't have a lot of health. A lot of his strength comes from the invulnerability from refraction. Venomancer's damage over time obviously takes that down extremely quickly, making him a pretty effective combo. Earlier today, we actually saw Lone Druid dual laning with the Venomancer against Templar Assassin, and it kind of worked. Good farm for Lone Druid. Templar Assassin got shut down, but Scandal was still able to make something of it and blow your brain. Ended up carrying the game to victory as Chaos Knight.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
And now the second ban phase. And then there's the Brewmaster ban. That's one of the carry that perhaps Gamers University uses. Also is really annoying to play against if you're Enigma. Not very useful for Rubik. You can grab the Stomp, and you can sometimes get split, but it's pretty rare. It's a smart ban from Skanes Elite. Also the Emulsion will go through Refraction from the Fire Bear, Flame Bear, Emulsion Bear, whatever you want to call it. The red one. And I'd expect them to probably ban out, if they're particularly afraid of one hard carry, they might ban them out.
5 seconds.
If they've been watching a lot of Skanes Elite, they might ban out something like a Shadow Shaman. Mini plays a mean Shadow Shaman. He also did not get his Chen. Mini has an extremely impressive Chen as well. But he was able to pick a very strong team from that first 3 picks. This ban's a tough one. I imagine they're probably trying to decide between a carry and an offlane. There you go. There's the carry, Chaos Knight, and this is very good for Gamers University. You can tell that they've done their homework. A lot of these last couple of bans have really been targeted towards Skanes Elite. Normally, you might not ban out a Chaos Knight, but that's a hero that they do like playing a lot. And then that Wisp, as I spoke to earlier, with the Ursa combo, and Lone Druid going to be the last ban out here for Skanes. And if I'm mispronouncing that horribly wrong, just drop a little reminder in chat on how you actually spell it, because I am not sure. Nature's Prophet, the last ban out here. And this hero has sort of fallen by the wayside out of the first ban pick phase. He's not banned almost ever in the first pick phase. And last game I saw him get picked up last pick. It's a little weird with him right now. For a bit with Morphling and Anti-Mage and things like that, we're sort of back to the 4 Protect 1, and Nature's Prophet kind of helps with that, but there's sometimes better heroes. He obviously does provide that really, really great split pushing to make room for your carry, but you know, he doesn't really help your lanes. When you have that 4 Protect 1, it's nice if your lanes can win, so you get that little boost for your carry. And we'll see what Skanes picks for pick number 4. Probably going to be a carry. They could also pick their support, I guess, for the carry. And it's going to be Ancient Apparition. Interesting. If this Chaos Knight had not been banned out, I would have said, yo, incoming Chaos Knight. But Ancient Apparition goes pretty well with this team. Cold Feet with Rubik is extremely good. Makes it so it latches almost every single time. Enigma Black Hole, as with the Ancient Apparition Frost Blast on top, is quite good as well. And Ancient Apparition in general is a really strong hero. Slardar are going to be picked up here. That's an interesting pick. Amplify damage, obviously going to reveal Templar Assassin and Meld, but Refraction's up, doesn't do anything. I guess they're hoping with Venomancer on their team, Refraction will almost never be up. Interesting pick, though, from Gamers University. So they've got a semi-carry, some supports.
10 seconds remaining.
They sort of need a mid, unless they're going to run Lesh mid.
5 seconds remaining.
And they very well could.
Windrunner at your service.
And Windrunner's going to be the last pick up here.
Dire team pick.
So this is a pretty interesting team from Skanes Elite. So we're going to have Windrunner in the off lane. I imagine. Templar Assassin mid and Enigma in the jungle, and I guess a dual lane with Rubik and Ancient Apparition, with Rubik getting the farm. I'm not sure. It's an interesting lineup. They're sort of lacking a super hard carry. It's like Skone. Okay, Skone. Thank you. So they're really going to have to do extremely well in the mid game. We're going to have to see them excelling.
Reserve time.
In that, you know, in the first parts of the game, in the mid game with those black holes, frost blasts. Once Rubik gets his spell steal, he becomes very strong in the mid game as well. And the last pickup's going to be Bounty Hunter. Wow. A lot of detection coming out from Gamers University. Interesting. We'll see how this lineup pans out. It's a little weird. Bounty Hunter on the off lane, I guess. Chen in the jungle. Veno mid against TA. Or Crit mid. I don't know. We'll find out. Minnie's going to be playing the Enigma. It's going to be Pinoy on the Rubik. Wagamama playing the Templar Assassin. Fishbone on the Ancient Apparition. And Region playing the Windrunner. And I have to make sure I don't forget that. So we'll have to see how these lanes work out. A little interested to see how Gamers University is going to lane this. It looks like it is going to be Lesh in the mid lane. Going to be Crit taking up that role. And they're roaming out right now. Several wards up. And Minnie with many clarity potions. Pinoy in the mid lane. Shout out to Mintchip. Mintchip, I'll also shout you out. Thanks for watching the stream. So we'll have to see. Wagamama actually spent a lot of money. It's possible he won't be going in that mid lane. Skone. Oh god, this is awful. I'm gonna mispronounce this all the time. Is Skarani? No. Man, everyone's arguing. I can't handle that guy's name. Looks like it might be Swedish though. Maybe it is. I don't know. I quit. I'm gonna go with Skone. I like that. Sentry ward's up here for the Ancient Apparition. He's definitely gonna be doing some dewarding. And I'm just interested to see where Wagamama ends up. So, for Gamers University, it's going to be Ace on the Slardar, Kragex playing the Venomancer, Vuv on the Bounty Hunter, Crit playing the Leshrak, and Hayak going to be playing that Chen, and he's going to stand here, send a creep home. I don't have to walk all the way back from here, all the way to the lane. It really doesn't even disrupt you. And why are we paused? We pause the game. Pinoy. So this is a good opportunity to talk a little bit about GosuLeague. So this game is going to be a best of 2. It's 2 games. You get 1 point per victory. I'm only going to be casting game number 1. I have no idea if game number 2 is going to be covered, but unfortunately I've got some real life obligations I must attend to.
The battle begins.
And now we are started up. And is going to be critting this mid lane. This is actually a pretty good way to deal with the Templar Assassin, but Templar Assassin's not going to be in that lane. He's actually going to be supported by Fishbone in the bottom lane. Pinoy is going to be taking up the role in the mid lane. That's going to be Regin in the long lane. Predictably.
Not for you.
Just about the only thing predictable with their lane is that, and the fact that Mini is going into the jungle. And Bounty Hunter is roaming around now. He's not in the lane at all. He's going to get a couple last hits on these Eidolons, which is actually going to be really frustrating for Mini because they have super low health, only 180. But if he shows himself after they split, he'll be able to do a decent amount of damage to Bounty Hunter, whose life is rather low. And Wagamama is just going to be farming along in this bottom lane. Wagamama continuing to farm. He's going to get some decent farm in this lane. Sideblades and Refraction. Very indicative of that farming build. You see how many points he gets in meld and what item build he chooses to do. And my mouse just disappeared off the screen. There we go. What is going on? I can't move anything. Alright, sorry about this. I can't even tell him to pause. Nothing is working. I gotta unplug my mouse really quick. Aha! Alright, did we miss anything? Sorry, that happens when you stream now. Your mouse like stops working and I don't understand it. But we're good to go. And let's check out the items really quick and see what we've got going. Hayak is smoked up here. Looks like Wagamama is doing just fine in this bottom lane. Mini is having a really hard time against this Bounty Hunter. He keeps getting harassed. Not going to get killed or anything like that, but it's going to be really, really frustrating for him. And in the mid lane, Pinoy taking a lot of harass is going to get first blood drawn by Crit. That's frustrating. Test of Faith came in with that smoke gank from Chen, and this is part of the power of Chen is you grab one of these creeps, Troll Warlord, you almost can never escape that gank. It's really, really difficult. And Wagamama continuing to farm. He's getting he's getting free farm in that bottom lane. Bounty Hunter's not even around to do anything. So he's doing fine. Regin doing okay in this top lane as well. He's gonna have to be careful when he uses that wind run. If he wind runs within range of Slardar, he's gonna get crushed. That's gonna be the duration of that gone. And with the slow from Venomancer, that's probably gonna bring him down and be the cause of his death. Back in the bottom lane. Waga's continuing to farm away. He's really doing extremely well. I mean, there's not really a reason for him not to, like I said. But it's nice that it's going so well for him. Mini continuing to farm, has his Soul Ring recipe. 4 minutes though, and he doesn't have his Soul Ring, so this is later than you want it to be. He did buy a smoke and spend a bit more money than Enigmas usually do off the bat, but with that Bounty Hunter walking around and harassing him, it might have been worth it. Cold feet on Foof and does not latch. Crit in the mid lane with 20 last hits. He's got his bottle. No bottle for Pinoy. He's actually kind of, I think it's actually in the corner, but Crit is taking a lot of damage right now. Is he going to get Fade Bolted down? It's going to be really close. Level 3 Fade Bolt. Is he going to, almost catches him, but does not. And yeah, that bottle is in the core. He's bottle crying, but there was 1 charge left in it. Pinoy, you irresponsible. What are you doing? So Mini's going to go back in the jungle now. Now I expect we'll probably see him roam out at level 6 and try to get a kill to give a lane advantage to someone. Wouldn't shock me if it was mid, because it looks like Pinoy is really getting the rough end of that lane. And actually, heavy Lightning Storm build from Leshrac. This is interesting. Usually you'll see Leshrac's Max, Split Earth, and Edict, but if you want to make sure that you can win the lane, you get Lightning Storm, because it just does a lot of damage if you can catch Rubik with it. And he didn't need to get Edict, because Wagamama's not in that lane with the Templar Assassin. In the top lane, Regen now is taking a lot of damage. He's going to have to be careful. Slardar is extremely far away. He does have a salve, so he'll be able to stay in this lane as long as nothing horrific happens right now. Hayak is looking like he wants to move on the mid lane again. Uh-oh. Pinoy getting caught in between two people. There's an illusion rune right next to the Chen. There's the Edict. Can Pinoy grab it? It's going to help him deal with the damage from the Edict, but it's not going to be enough. The Lightning Storm going to get the kill. And Fish in the bottom lane as well. Fishbone went down to the Bounty Hunter. And they are going to be able to get him. Oh, no. Walks out of range of the Sentry Ward. Oh, Wagga. Almost could have got that. Almost could have gotten the kill. Very close. Mini finally now has his Soul Ring. And the healthy gold. And Hayak, no mercy. Looking like he wants to move in. He's going to move around the back probably of this lane, and if you can pressure the enemy far enough back, if they can force this Windrunner to use Windrun, then he is probably going to die to this gank. Oh, and they come in and they don't know where he is. They thought he was up here. They thought he was up here, and he was not, so he's safe. Foov has a bottle and really no farm. 5 last hits, only 1 kill. He's going to have to utilize Track Gold, just soaking up XP. Not nearly enough because he's been out of lane. So Wagamama has a pretty nice level advantage on him. And Waga going to get this tower. Oh, nice fortification. TP coming in. This situation is about to get extremely dangerous for Waga. He does get the tower kill. Going to have to be careful. And then the stun from Crit is going to miss, so Wagamama is going to make it away. There's the phase boots to make sure he makes it out. And in the top lane over here, they're trying to pressure the tower. It's just Regen against Ace, but Power Shot is pretty good. He's going to have to be careful. No Windrun yet. TP coming in. Pinoy in pursuit of these guys. There's a nice trap from Wagamama. Kragax is going to go down. Rubik getting the kill with the Fade Bolt. Ace getting sent back by the Chen, so he is able to move up and try to make an aggressive play. Does not work. Crit now. Back to the mid lane. And some nice plays by Hayak so far. 52 last hits for Wagamama. Free farm for him. Gets a Wraith Band. Has 1,000 gold. And we'll see if he goes for a Blank Dagger first or maybe something for damage like a Desolator. If he does go the Deso first, he's going to be able to output a lot of damage on this opposing team. Leshrac is very fragile for a long time. Venomancer pretty much always fragile. Low health on Vuv on the Bounty Hunter, and Chen, of course, also pretty low, but I'll expect him to probably get a mechanism in the near future to maybe help deal with that. But they're going to have to be very careful with the burst damage from the Templar Assassin if he's around any of these other heroes. If he's around the Rubik, if he's around the Windrunner, and they catch a hero, he's going to be able to bring them down extremely quickly. It's going to be 2 hits and 1 Power Shot or 1 Fade Bolt with that meld, which I assume he's going to start putting levels in very soon. He has a Blade of Alacrity. He's got a couple options here. Probably going to go Manta. Crit is lifted in the mid lane here, but Vuv is here. There's a black hole, catches Vuv. He's not going to be able to do anything to stop this. There's no Split Earth. Oh, they're going to kill him in time. They have to get the kill. They do get the kill. Enigma grabbing that, and now they're on the retreat. Rubik actually going to fall. Mini going down as well to Crit. Double kill for Chen, actually managing to get both those. Now he's going to send Crit back. The Warlord getting those kills. And that was unbelievably unfortunate. Now Ace is in pursuit of Regen. Is he going to be able to make it? He's waiting to use the Crush, and there's the Crush. 1 hit, taking down Regen. Gamers University actually looking extremely strong against Skane right now. They've had some really nice ganks. The upside for Skane is that Wagamama has not died, has some really nice farm. And we'll have to see what develops. Crit lying in wait in the bottom lane here. Excuse me. And now we see Hayek again doing this move. He's pushing around the back. This time, hopefully, it will be successful. Dart Troll Warlord is here. Mini's here as well to help defend, though. And there's a net on Mini. Are they going to be able to bring him down? I'm not sure. There is a bunch of damage over here. But Wagmama comes in, brings down, gets another kill. Kragex on the run. Is he going to be able to make it out? Most likely not. Rubik actually getting the kill with the Fable. Wagmama definitely would have had that secured otherwise as well. Dart Troll Warlord going to go down. This could set up an extremely nice push on here on this tier 2. Are they going to pursue it? Doesn't look like it. Oh, they're gonna. Oh, they have to go deal with the creeps. They're in a nice position to set up a push right now if they want. Ace is farming away in the mid lane. 58 last hits for him. Doing okay. Not as nearly as well as Wagmama though.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Now they're gonna pursue forward and push on this tower. Wagmama with the double kill has a really nice start. And is it gonna be? Yes, it is going to be a Yasha, so eventually a mana style for him. There's another tower. Rubik getting the last hit on that. Now Crit is moving forward, and they haven't really been able to utilize the power of this Leshrac yet because there hasn't been Edict level. Now it's leveled up to level 4, and they can start pushing extremely easily. Fishbone all alone here in this bottom lane. There's a TP coming in. It's from Region. Double TP actually. Pinoy here as well. And Wagmama running right through the middle of Ace and Kragex in the middle. Mini is going to have to maybe try to save him somehow. I don't know how he's going to make it out of this. Hayek's here as well. Wagmama going to go down. No way for him. Bring Evacula up, though. And he still has some very nice farm. Ace getting pursued. Oh, Mini. Oh, no, Mini. Oh, he's getting brought down extremely quickly. That crush amplified damage goes down so fast to the physical damage of the rest of Gamers University. AALT is coming in and is going to hit only one.
Radiant's middle tower has
Pinoy, oh, Pinoy, you're out of position. What are you doing? Run! He has Gale. He'll still be able to slow them down a bit. There's Lift. Maybe he can get a nice stun. No, the clap from Chen is going to bring down Pinoy, and Gamers University not looking good. Or Gamers University is looking good, rather. Skone, bit on the defensive. Mechanism coming up for Mini now. And there is going to be a mechanism for Hayek as well. And now Wagamama's moving on Ace. He is super slow. There's the cold feet, and I expect Ace is going to go down. And Waga actually did a really nice job making sure he did not get hit by that crush, securing the kill, making sure there was no problem there. Is able to clean that up. Ace just a bit out of position. Crit has an illusion rune bottled up. Drum up for him. Drum is a great item if you need to increase anything, really. It's a nice stat item, +9 to those stats, giving you extra health, extra mana, extra everything. Also gives you a really nice movement speed buff, and then the illusion just got exploded. And then the active, also a really nice movement speed buff for a short period of time. And Skone looking like they want to form up on this mid tower. They want to keep knocking down these towers. They want to keep building on, hopefully, what they can get to be a gold advantage, which right now is not. Deficit down 2,000 in both XP as well as gold. And he actually has a nice bankroll. Ace with the Vanguard up. Vuv as well. Just finishing up those phase boots. This Bounty Hunter has really been struggling this game. And oh, there's a lot of dust over here. Waga's got dust. Fishbone's got dust. There's one. He's not going to be able to make it out. Oh, the dust miss! How did that dust miss? Now Waga's forced to dust as well, but they should be able to get him now. There's a nice stun from the Leshrac. 2 hits, and there's a nice black hole and crit as well. Ace going to be able to stop it, though, and Mini brought down again. Only had been able to catch Ace in that crit, looking like he probably is going to... Oh, really nice Hand of God. Is Wagamama going to be able to get it? He does, but he falls as a result. Region and Pinoy are here, though. They should be able to get Ace to fall. There's not a lot of mana on Region, but Pinoy here has full mana, has the Arcane Boots. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. That crush was so good. There's a nice win run, able to keep him safe for at least a couple seconds here. The phase boots away, and they are extremely far in enemy territory. Ace, you are way far from home, buddy. And there's the Arcane Boots as well. Chen is becoming man's best friend. And Ace is stuck up there. There's no lift, though, so he can't stop the TP. Lifting him up. Boof's here, invisible. See if he makes a move on Fishbone. He might think about it. There's a lot of pressure in the mid lane. There it is. He's going to get the Shuriken as well. And Fishbone might actually die here. It's going to be really close. Oh, he's dead. Oh! If he had pursued him, he probably would have gotten him. But he was smart. Game sense. Pinoy was coming over. There was probably no way he was going to make it out of that alive. They know that that the other team has dust. So he does not want to pursue too heavily. And now Ace and Crit are ready to move in on Roshan. And the really great thing about this, with Lightning Storm, they were able to get rid of the spell block and amplify damage, taking full effect. Gonna make this easy for them. They put down a sentry ward first, just to make sure that there's no wards in the area scouting this out. Skane is going to take the mid tower as a result of this, but this Roshan is going down extremely quickly, so they're going to be able to probably, if they push forward, they're going to swing around the back here and probably sandwich them. Could be extremely ugly. Oh, they're not going to push forward. As soon as Roshan was dead, they knew they should back up. And Kragax, oh dear, oh buddy. Oh, the power shot misses. Mini moving over. There's the mechanism finally finished up for him. Sir Wagamama has Yasha. He almost has his ultimate orb. So he's on his way to his mana style. He's got still really great farm. 87 last hits. And what kind of kills are we looking at from this guy? 5 kills for Wagamama, so he's performing extremely well this game. Unfortunately, the rest of the team is not, and that was a smoke. And they note that immediately dispelled, so there's someone invisible here. There's the Dusk. Crit is now being brought down. Extremely unluckily, actually, for him. Is able to grab a kill. Oh, Vu comes in from the behind. Gets Ancient Apparition. Wagamama going down as well. And now Mini's coming over. They should be able to get him. Should not be a problem. He's going down. Pinoy picking up that Shuriken makes it easy for him. Mini getting netted. And that was extremely unlucky for Crit. He was just standing right next to them when they smoked. But probably better in the long run, because that could have been a much larger loss for them. They only lost 2. If these guys had moved up and they had moved into them smoke, they probably would have lost 3 or 4 heroes. Black Hole was off cooldown. And Mini still does have a smoke. How's my friend Region doing? He just grabbed some stuff from the courier. What is it? It's the beginnings of a 4-staff. Fishbone running away, and he is poor. Buying up those wards, has no money for anything else. Looks like it's also going to be a 4-staff here for Pinoy. And this is a really important item on Rubik because you need the mobility to be able to steal spells and get in position to use them. Since obviously all the spells you're getting are not native to you, sometimes you just don't have the right positioning to be able to use them. 4-staff helps with that. Also, it can help you escape away from things. It's really important when your opposing team has a Tidehunter or something like that. Gamers University now is smoked up, moving through the mid lane. And we'll see what they can make happen here. Bounty Hunter looking like he's ready to go. Now they run straight into Ace, who gets an extremely nice crush. Mini going to get brought down before he can Black Hole. Region on the run. There's a nice trap from Wagamama. Perhaps that's going to be enough to keep them from killing anyone in pursuit. And it is, but Mini brought down extremely quickly before Black Hole is able to be used, and we've only seen 1 Black Hole out of Mini, and it unfortunately was not that great. Did not catch Ace in it, so it was stopped pretty quickly. There's a TP, and Crit's up in the air. Pinoy getting a lot of burst damage on him. The Shackle, it's on the tree. The power shot comes through. Looks like Crit might get brought down. There's a Hand of God to try to make him survive, but it is not enough. Kragax now going to have to be careful. Chen thinking about moving over to perhaps try to disrupt this. That's not a great idea, though. And now he's going to move away. He has an army of creeps, though. Dark Troll Warlord making him raise the dead. And, oh, they're going to get brought up if he loses all these creeps right now. That is super annoying. Isn't going to lose them. Pinoy knows that if the creeps are there, there are men behind him. Blank Dagger up on Ace, so now he's an initiating machine. And we saw that in the last fight. Blinking right in the middle. Gets that really nice crush off. Disrupts the whole team. Is trying to make some way for Leshrac as well as Venomancer to do damage. Venomancer mostly doing damage right now with Gale. Honestly, it's pretty underwhelming. Buying wards, but they don't have too much DPS. A lot of it is coming from the Chen creeps. Bounty Hunter right now doesn't really have anything, so his DPS is still pretty low. But with Track, I wonder how that's reflecting on their gold. They still have a pretty small gold advantage. How many kills has he been involved in? 7?
Radiant's bottom
The
tower.
Bounty Hunter's been involved in about half the kills. Gamers University taking down that tower extremely easily, but Skane is willing to trade this tier 1 for a tier 2 without a problem. They have no problem moving in on this, but oh, they know he's there. They get the nice dust. There's the cold feet. I'm not sure they're going to be able to get it to latch. It does not latch it. There's a trap to slow him down as well. Mini gets the Malphus up, but all of Gamers University is coming, and there's a black hole from Mini. He catches 3. Crit walks straight into it. Ace not able to stop it this time. Is there anything they can do? Pinoy, you need to get that off. Oh, he does not even get the Edict off. Test of Faith able to bring him down. Crit as well, picking off Fishbone, and that turned around extremely quickly. Gamers University doing an extremely nice job. And this game is really close, much closer than I thought it was going to be. Gamers University really impressing me. And Mini is... Oh god, Mini. Mini just finished his trebs. And Ace is getting brought down pretty quickly. The images of Wagamama from the Mana Style, which he has finished up, doing decent damage. And this is a very, very dicey proposition here. The problem for Gamers University is not going to be these tier 2s. They're going to be able to get these. This one's going to get denied by Skane as long as they're paying attention at all. The problem for them is going to be getting over this high ground. Really all they have is Venomancer wards and Chen creeps. And it's pretty good, but they're going to need a pipe or something like that to maybe deal with it. Oh my god, Kragex caught out. Shackled and then immediately killed. And now Skane is forming up again in the mid lane. Vuv is running back. We have Ace as well on the retreat. He's got an Aegis and 1,800 gold. And he's going to get sent home by Hayek. Perhaps at the wrong time, though. Sentry Ward going down there. They want to kill this Bounty Hunter if they can. You know he's in the area. The track is about to run out in a region. And Wagmama finds Vuv. Knows he's there. Puts a trap down in the back, so the reinforcements coming in, if they take the most direct path, will be slower. Mini putting out damage on this tower with the Eidolon's crit moving in. He's got his ult on. There's a really nice shackle from Region. Holy crap, gets the reverse creep shackle. There's the AA ulti going in. It's going to hit crit. That's all it hits, though. Ace is up in the air. Cold feet on him. Latches Aegis being used. And now Ace is going to be back up. And can he blink? Nope, not going to blink forward. They just want to defend his tower.
Double damage.
Pinoy does have Shadow Walk, which is unbelievably obnoxious, letting him getting in really nice positions. He's going to have to be careful he doesn't move up too far. Vuv is back here, and I think they know it. Yep, they do know it. There it is. Sentry Ward going down, though, for Wagamama. And now they're bringing down Crit as fast as they can. He goes down extremely quickly. Ace taking a ton of damage as well. There's the Hand of Gods. Not enough. Templar Assassin gets another kill. Now Krag is in a world of trouble. AAL, another nice shackle from Region. Gets the kill with the power shot. Now they're going to be able to bring this tower down without a problem. No one alive. Are they going to continue to push into the racks? I don't see why not. There's 3 down for Gamers University. They keep putting down these Sentry Wards. They're doing an extremely nice job of making sure this Bounty Hunter can't walk up and pick anyone off. Although he is not even in the lane. And now we see Skane moving up despite this deficit early. Right now they're really coming in their own in this mid-game. Exactly what I was talking about. We have a really strong mid-game from these heroes. Wagamama is starting to do some work. He's going to have a Blink Dagger soon if that's the item he chooses to pick up. Region's all leveled out. He's got a drum. Force Staff already up on him. And what did Pinoy get? Shadow Walk once again. Not that great. Wagamama's tracked. He's up in the back. They get the racks for free. Nothing damaging them there. And that was an extremely nice play by Skane. With that fight, there it is. I did suspect they were going to be able to pull that gold advantage back to them. XP as well. A bit more in the favor than their gold graph is. A-ult sells back. He's just shooting that back to be annoying. And we'll see if Mini decides to go for a BKB right now or a Blink Dagger. It's going to depend what he thinks. The issue with getting a Blink Dagger is he can blink and ult, but if he doesn't get... he needs to get 3 heroes. Slardar, Leshrac, and Bounty Hunter. Shuriken has that mini stun. Slardar obviously with Crush, and Leshrac has Split Earth. So it's going to be really hard for him to land a really nice black hole, but he does opt for it. I guess he's confident in his ability to make sure he can grab those black holes. And yes, Sipso, there is a 2-minute delay on this stream. We'll see what Ace decides to get next. Mini moving up the side. And now, looks like Gamers University is moving in on this bottom lane, but there is a really nice advantage right now for Skone, and I think they should press it. The later this game goes, I'm not sure it's going to help them. I mean, they do have a strong late game. I guess their late game is almost as good as Gamers University. They're trying to catch Ace right now. Are they going to be able to get him? There's a nice force staff by Region. He needs a shackle to be able to make it happen. There's the power shot. Is not enough to give vision for the shackle. And they're still in pursuit. Wow, they're still going. TP bought up for Wagamama. He's got a Chrysalis. So he's just opting for pure damage, letting other heroes on the team do the initiation. I don't think this is a bad choice.
Not so winded now.
Those towers and Raxes making it so the supports can actually buy some items. We see an Urn on Fishbone. Still got those wards as well as the Arcane Boots. And now Skone is moving in on the tier 2 on bottom. And is there anything that Gamers University can do to stop this? Nope. Their problem now is that their initiator has to just dive in there. He doesn't have a BKB yet, so as soon as he dives in, he's getting lifted, he's getting stunned, he's getting so much damage brought on him, and he's also one of the primary sources of their DPS. And Roshan is up. And we're going to see Skone take that extremely quickly with the help of Meld. And Waga picks that up immediately. And now I expect we're going to see Skone try to press their advantage, which is getting higher and higher. And there's a gem on Mini. This is really good. This is going to help them get map control, and they smoke up. I love it. So what they're going to try to do here is, if they can catch 2 heroes before they fight at the base, they're going to be able to get another set of Raxes, and that's almost going to be the game. I mean, if you get double Rax before 30 minutes, it's... Oh, that was an unbelievable shackle! Not even necessary, as there's a great black hole from Mini. Takes down Leshrac. The smoke pays off. Bounty Hunter has a Black King bar, so he's going to be able to move a bit better in the middle of these fights, but it's still going to be hard for him. And Amplified damage up on Pinoy. That's going to help them bring down the tankier heroes here, like the Slardar. And a 4-staff forward by Pinoy, and now they're setting up to take down this Rax. There's the fortification. What can they do? There's no Black King bar on Ace still. So with Amplified damage especially, he's going to go down extremely quickly. Pinoy at pretty low health as well. That man's got to be careful. Getting pounded on by the tower. There's a nice scale. Doesn't matter. Ancient Apparition gets the tower kill. And Gamers University is very hesitant to move forward here. Skone wants the Rax. And the really great thing about this lane is so far pushed that they have to deal with those creeps as well. Otherwise, the tier 4 is going to start taking damage. Another shackle thrown out on Ace here. Power shot as well. Mini putting down the Midnight Pulse. Ace is now in pursuit. He decides this is the time, but he gets lifted up by Pinoy. AAL gets brought down instantly by Wagamama. Wagamama with Side Blades is doing so much damage. Kragas and Hyggs both getting absolutely destroyed by that crit moving in the middle. There's a cold feet. Wagamama going to get brought down. Aegis going to be popped, but it doesn't matter. He's doing so much damage. Shen has to buy back into the game. Ace getting a lot of damage as well. Ace getting tons of damage brought him in. Wagamama gets the kill on the Bounty Hunter before brought back. Fishbone able to pick up the gem. Ace goes down. Pinoy with a triple kill. GG well played is called by Gamers University, and Skone, after the early game deficit, takes game number 1 in the GosuLeague Division 2. Unbelievable display of play by Wagamama and Pinoy, as well as Region had some unbelievably key shackles. Mini, not with the showing that I usually expect from him, but still really great black holes. Great team play from Skone in general. And for Gamers University, I think part of it was the pick. Slardar in the mid game isn't that powerful. He needs the BKB, especially facing the team of Skone. There was so many disables, so much chain damage, unbelievable. Oh man, their play was so good. I thought they were not in a good place. Their lanes were getting shut down pretty hard, but able to take the game. I am What Is Hip. You can see more from me at whatiship.tv. Unfortunately, I will not be streaming game number 2 of this series. I don't know if anyone's going to be. But if you like me, please follow me on here. All of these VODs will be on YouTube much later tonight, as I have to go to work now. But you can follow me on here if you want to know when I'm going to be going live. I will be casting the Dota 2 Staff Cup on Thursday. Watching some games should be really fun if you guys want to tune in for that. GosuGamers.net. Go check out that website for more information on the Gosu League. I'm a Gosu Gamers caster. So there's more from me on there as well. For now, go check out, I think, Shiver streaming. Not sure. But thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. And see you next time.